Okay, so now another one is Indonesia. In Indonesia, there are two centers. One in Jakarta, newborn, also worth rewarding because they are working hard. There's not many disciples. And another one is in, I forgot the name of yoga. Surabaya, yeah. They are worth praising because the circumstances are different. In some of the countries, the religious activities are not very much welcome and encouraged, and very limited. It's nothing serious, but you just can't grow. You can't grow very fast, or you hardly grow. Grow very difficult. Like that. So some of the centers are like that, like Indonesian centers. And still, they're very courageous, and they push forward with their ideal and their plans. And that's what's worth praising. Not how much result they have. It's just how much effort they put in. You know what I mean? And in which circumstance. Therefore, I consider all this. And it's difficult for me to decide. Is it very difficult? Korea has some more. Busan already got it. Now, Quanzhou, Korea. They are very hardworking, the Korean people, and very, very disciplined. They are newborn, also 1 year old, but they spread all over the country. And they already translated the news, very up to date. Yes, very quick, in a short time, and also translated a lot of lectures and teachings into Korean. And even though they are newborn, nearly 100 of them attended the American retreat, Honolulu retreat. And that's very difficult for them, difficult for them to get visas. And this included a dozen monks and nuns. Also very difficult for them to get out. They don't issue visas for monks and nuns. So under such circumstances, I think the Korean people are doing well, huh? And every time I am in Korea for lecture, the first time worth over 3,000, second time 5,000, 7,000 or more. We didn't count enough. Both places, in Seoul as well as in Busan, same numbers, like from 6,000 or 7,000 or more, because we rented a sport stadium. We could house about 9,000 to 11,000, and it's nearly full. So we couldn't really, count it properly because they're all squeezed to the front. There are no individual seats, just a big bench around. And then so you can sit as many as you want, as long as you can squeeze together. Then, so they sit like this, all in the front. Now another one for Daegu, Korea. Newborn, very new, half-year-old, but growing strong. They have their own group meditation, their own center, their own printing, their own everything. Yeah. Korean people happy, huh? Yeah. Oh, Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. He didn't even know that he get it. Now we have another award for Belgium. Now another award goes to Berlin. Berlin. Yeah. And Munich. Now. There comes Australia, namely 4 centers. Four main centers are very active. The first one, Brisbane, and Melbourne, Perth, Sydney.
Melbourne.
4 can come first. You are from where? Perth, yeah.
Melbourne. Perth and Melbourne.
Actually, they could have come up here so you can all have a look at them, but because they're so clean, It's raining and everybody's feet become like Cinderella, so they should have stayed down there, yeah? Not that we look down upon them, huh? Now we have diverse centers, like USA. USA, we have picked 3, yeah. The first prize is for Los Angeles. This one is the first prize for the US. Los Angeles is working very hard in translating a lot of the teaching, books and news magazines, and also sending them around. Yes. Before they printed themselves, but because they printed too lousy and too slow, so we took over their business. We let the Taiwan printer do it. So now we don't print it in the United States anymore, but we print in Taiwan. But nevertheless, they help a lot with translation and distribution to the Vietnamese all over the world. Yeah. Now the second prize goes to Boston Center. Ni yao nai zhang? But she is not the only one who has credit for the glory, huh? The whole center and the whole backing up of the whole congregation, yes. Including American, Chinese, Vietnamese, yeah? So many people, yeah. And Boston is very enthusiastic and very helpful. They even help with some financial problems with some of their neighbors. Wow, very rich, huh? It's the heart that counts. Okay. The third award goes to Houston, Texas. Cái này là cái này hả? Cái này. They are both very simple, not upper class citizens of America, but they're very sincere and they share their house since many years to any of the seekers and disciples to come and meditate. Their house became a public house. But then they started to put up money for buying a new center, a bigger one. But then when it came to the flood victims in America recently, all the disciples put up about 5,000 something. So they have 10,000 in their account for the new center. They also draw it out and then added it up. So it became about 20,000 to help with the flood victims. So this is very good. Actually, they have been saving hard for a new center, but then when it comes to victims, so this is very patriotic, and this is very worth praising. And you know what? God knows. A few days later, somebody just donated. Yeah, without wishy-washy. Yeah, wonderful. So you know the award of giving, huh? Never be stingy to your neighbor or to the victims of disaster. And then you will see what you get later on. Okay. So like last year we donated for the Philippine Pinatubo disaster. And this year I get back. For my own work. And maybe we are going to donate it in a minute. And maybe last year it might bring back to my account. So it was very lucrative for the Philippines.